Okay, so this morning on the morning show, we got into a conversation about cars that women drive to be cute or fine, and it's so interesting that there's a certain genre of vehicles that tend to produce female drivers that are desirable, and it started. We were talking about a song back in the day. Actually, the song was Heard It All Before, Sunshine Anderson. And Eva commented that it reminded her of her Honda Accord that she had when that song came out. And we went into the whole conversation about how, yeah, Honda Accord is definitely one of those cars that traditionally throughout the 90s into the early 2000s that fine chicks was known to have. Because she said she would have thought it would have been like a BMW 3 Series or a little Mercedes. I'm like, no. That's not how it goes down. Those chicks who back in the day had the 3 Series Beamers was usually bougie. And even though they might be cute, they were inaccessible. But the really, like the little hood cute girls who was accessible, it was always like a two-door Honda Accord or a Honda Civic or it was a Hyundai, like a Hyundai Sonata. What's the other Hyundai? It's a Sonata and an Accent. Yeah, the Hyundai Accent, that was the chicks who was really struggling. And they usually needed tires or brakes. When you met them, they usually needed tires or brakes. But because it was a Hyundai Accent, you could probably get them brakes done for about $30, parts and labor. And of course, you go to get some used tires because they was 14 or 15s. So a 15-inch used tire usually gonna cost you around $28. If you're in the hood, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man. Nissan Sentras, that's another car them girls drive. That little Acura, that two-door Acura, the little Integra, or the Acura CL, that was another one. Toyotas, of course. It would always be the Corolla. It'd be the Toyota Corolla. Then, of course, you would have Hyundai. Then you had the Kias. Of course, you had the Kias, the little ones, the Forte, the Optima. Optima was a little bit upgraded, so usually the chicks who was in the Optima would probably be, they had a decent little job, maybe worked at the post office, or maybe worked at, if they worked in fast food, they was probably an assistant manager, to have a nice little Optima. But, yeah, there's definitely a type, little Mazda 626, Mazda 323, Ford never really had the small, cute girl car. Maybe a lower end Mustang. Not a GT, 6-cylinder. Lower end Mustang. You might think Escort, or what's that other little bitty Ford, that other little small Ford? I can't think of it. But the Escort back in the day, she was cute. The chick who was driving the Escort, she was cute, but she probably was a little bit on the heavy side. She was a little, she was a little bit, maybe over that limit. You know what I'm saying? So, but these are the those are the whips from back in the day. Yep. Felt like it was important to share that. Just based off the conversation we had this morning, it was still on my mind. And I just felt like your life would be better for having this information.